Hello everyone, welcome to the Geoecologist. I'm Dr. Krishnanand, and in this session we are going to learn about a very interesting concept of regional synthesis. So what is this idea of synthesis related to the concept of region? So concept of region is about uniqueness and how this idea of synthesis was linked to the concept of region. So this is what we are going to discuss in this concept today. So before we go ahead, please like and subscribe to our channel and don't forget to share the videos with all others. So let's learn about this concept of regional synthesis. So there are two words in this as we see. One word is regional and the other is synthesis. So region pertains to basically a unique area or having a unique characteristic. But what does synthesis mean? So let's look into this word. The etymology of this word says that it is coming from Greek origin, which basically means composition or putting together. So the syn is the prefix which means together, and tithnai, that means to put to a place, basically a combination. So the word synthesis means complex whole made up of number of parts. So that is what the basic meaning of synthesis is. So regional synthesis means basically the analysis of integration and interrelation both. So not just integration but interrelational aspect of all the phenomena. That is physico-cultural, socio-economic, geopolitical and other interactions that we study in a given region. So in a region, to bring out the real and genuine picture, it is important to study this regional synthesis. So basic parameter is the regional study only. But in the regional study, in this particular synthesis aspect, it is being talked about the integration and interrelationships of the different phenomena. So it should also be analyzed historically, although some geographers like Carlos are against it and others like Brian Berry are in support of it. So let's understand that what Brian Berry has to say about it. So Brian J.L. Berry, the British American human geographer and city and regional planner, was also professor in the School of Economic, Political and Policy Sciences at University of Texas at Dallas. So he has endeavored to explain a regional synthesis. So whenever this concept of regional synthesis comes in examination or wherever, remember the name Brian J.L. Berry. So his work related to regional synthesis is important, and he explained it by using a geographic matrix in which the traditional dichotomies, that is human geography versus physical geography, are included as the main references. So the geographical matrix highlights basically the unity of spatial viewpoint, and this work was published in 1964. So what we observe here is that 1960s, if we remember, was the phase where the quantitative revolution was at the peak. So what happened? The concept of only regional, basically away from the systematic approach, was now getting ahead in terms of integrative approach. So what we understand in regional synthesis approaches, that within that regional approach there was the word synthesis added. It means that within that regional study also some kind of systematic study. So this was an interesting approach that was defined by Berry. So it is assumed by Berry that complete geographic data files are available so that data can be arranged in a rectangular array or matrix. So this matrix kind of study that we do, and it is coming from the statistical methods in geography. So the intersection of any row or column has been designated as a cell. So every cell has an information that corresponds to the geographic information. So each cell is identified with a geographic fact. The geographic characteristics coincides with the row, while the place under the study is about the column. So let's look about this further. So it is known as the approach of fusion. So approach of fusion is also a phrase to remember. So it is basically a combination of spatial and ecological characteristic. Not only a region, even an individual or a group of individuals within essential linkages could be studied as a whole unit within that particular region. So Berry defines synthesis as complex whole made up of number of parts. So remember this important statement that a complex whole made up of number of parts is basically talking about the system approach. But here it is part of a regional approach. So basically a systematic approach within the regional concept. That's how it is integrative and interrelational. So the row-wise groups of variables coincide with the systematic or topical branches of geography, while regions are represented by groups of columns. So rows and columns in the matrix, and each cell represents the synthesis of both systematic as well as regional geography. So the geographical matrix study enables us to study the spatial covariations. Now here is the catch, that it talks about covariations of the phenomena or the spatial associations. That is where it has an integrative approach or the interaction between different phenomena. So that is important. The comparison of two columns in the matrix help us to study the areal differentiation in a holistic manner. So remember, the concept of areal differentiation at the beginning was not holistic in approach. So this regional synthesis gave it a holistic approach, because within a regional framework it was talking about a systematic study of the phenomena using these rows and columns of the characteristics. So that was important here. Now when we look further, we talk about regional synthesis in the works of other scholars as well. So it is evident in the work of Darby in UK, and his contemporary in US was Karl Lasar, who founded the Berkeley School and concept of cultural hearth. So the landscape approach was also there in terms of the morphology given by the great Karl Lasar. So that was also running parallel to this. So we see that there is a transformation from the core regional approach, that is the core areal differentiation, towards the systematic approach of regional synthesis. So this is a transformation that is happening in 50s and 60s. At the same time, when we see the concepts of Derwent Whittlesey, who also gave the classification of agriculture into different regions of the world, he also talked about something which is a systematic study within the regions, that is about sequent occupancies of people. So a technique for analysis of the landscape as a product of successive groups and their settlements in given sequence over particular time period. So each of which leaves an imprint forming a palimpsest topography. So this was interesting concept of the palimpsest that was given by Whittlesey, saying that there is a sequence in the approach of people who settled in a particular landscape and then created their own cultures, their own idea of the landscape, and then it also has the remains or the imprints of the past. So that kind of landscape which has imprints of the past is also known as the landscape of palimpsest. Griffith Taylor is the next scholar that we study in this series to advocate about regional synthesis. So apart from Darby's work, apart from Karl Lasar's work or Derwent Whittlesey work, Griffith Taylor is another scholar whose work is related to this regional synthesis, which he describes in his work Geography in 20th Century. So that is where we understand that all these scholars coming from the background of areal differentiation earlier, right from the Hartshorne's concept, now there was an advancement and change in this basic idea of areal differentiation. It basically earlier meant study only the uniquenesses. But now within that uniquenesses also there was an idea of finding a particular system. So in terms of rows and columns division of the attributes and finding the interrelation between the variables. So this kind of study was now going ahead with the quantitative revolution approach, and that's why it is called synthesis, because it is synthesizing something new. So what we can explain in a nutshell, let's understand. So regional synthesis is an approach to look at the nature, subject matter and methodological approach to understand about geography. So basic idea is the evolution of geographical thinking only. But in what ways? In a regional synthesis manner. In that approach where it tends to integrate the nature with human beings, the uniquenesses but in togetherness. So that was important, and it had many supporters as well as, we remember, many criticizers as well. So Schaeffer and his followers were the critiques of this approach because they did not like the regional approach. They talked about the systematic approach, the nomothetic approach, the scientific approach, as we say. So the idea of Schaeffer and his followers were different. They did not understand that why the geographers have to study only uniquenesses, or even within those uniquenesses the synthesis part. So they criticized it. But remember, the critique helped in opening the door. So remember, any critique of this kind of subject matter or geographical thinking also gives rise to several other approaches. So this also led to the rise of positivism, the scientific explanation of the phenomena, as we know, the quantitative revolution as we have studied in 21st century, and later on as well, it was realized by people that the regional synthesis, which is also called ideographic orthodoxy by Schaeffer and his followers, and nomothetic approaches that was further enhanced by the works of Peter Haggett, Richard Chorley and David Harvey, was further about explanation of all geographical issues only. It was not divided. So later on the approach was about complementing rather than just being opposite. So the idea was that only regional approach or only systematic approach in that way cannot help understanding the completeness of phenomena. Further phase, we observe that the integrated approach has been followed rather than just the regional synthesis or the systematic approach or the positivistic or quantitative approach. So that was the integrative approach that came further in the 20th century, and still till 21st century what we do in geography is the integration of both the approaches to understand the phenomena as a whole in the completeness. So now, when we have understood the concept of regional synthesis in geography, the contribution of Brian Berry, it's important to understand that how this process came and how the works of Brian Berry and other scholars that we have studied were important. So I hope you learned it well. So all my best wishes. Take care. Stay safe.